In this video, we meet Rosie, a woman who uses a manual wheelchair. Rosie wears thick-rimmed, dark tortoiseshell glasses and has thick black hair that she wears pulled back, the tips streaked with deep red. She wears a black leather jacket over a maroon V-neck t-shirt and is interviewed in a studio at 3CR radio station. Rosie is pictured playing wheelchair football in an indoor arena, at an office, and in her home. Text. Act 1. Hobbies and Passions.
My name's Rosie. I'm 29 years old. I do radio for 3CR community radio on a Thursday with my friend Stella called Are You Looking At Me? Our show is about disability, made by people with disability, but we just do things like music, basic interests, so it's not fully always about disability per se, but it's, what we're interested in and we have a disability. Sometimes we decide to just do a music show and we just do our favourite songs and then talk about the artists, or we'll have an interview. I have a big passion for Australian music. I think it's really important that everyone goes out and listens to live music, especially.
She scrolls through Spotify on her phone, then a ticket to an Eskimo Joe concert sits on a stack of books.
I guess my main things are rock. I like a bit of Aussie hip hop as well, and just independent artists. I try and go out at least once a fortnight to see a live band. When you're at a concert, you're not feeling disabled, you're feeling like a fan, just like everybody else, singing along to the music and enjoying yourself, and the energy that's coming from the stage, you're giving back, and, everyone is, and, it's like a bonding experience and you're all together and no one's kind of judging, you don't feel like you're being judged.
Rosie rolls a manual sports wheelchair across the timber floor of a gym.
I also play wheelchair football and occasionally wheelchair tennis. And soon I'm going to start playing wheelchair softball once the football season's over. I've got 3 older brothers. They've always played football. My dad played football as a kid. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. It's going to be a bit of a laugh. And I ended up really enjoying it.
The mixed gender players high-five behind a sign reading Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Then players jostle over a red footy chasing the oval ball as it bounces across the gym.
I play for Essendon. There's actually 5 AFL teams that have come on board. My dad has gone to a lot of my football games. He's been really supportive. I think he loves football, and even if I don't get game time, he will always kind of come and support my team. So when you play sport, not only do you get fit and you feel good, when you're playing the sport, all your woes of the day drift away.
The players huddle parked in a circle, arms crisscrossed to touch each of their neighbours' wheels.
But it's also a way to network and meet people, and other doors open for you when you play sport.
Text. Act 2. Getting independent.
I work for Glen Iris City Council. I'm a customer service officer, and my role is we do the ageing older adults, so over 65s. We do excursions. So my role is just to call up people and let them know their pickup time for when the bus is going to come for them. Lots of phone answering. There was a big struggle with trying to find work. I find that, the longer you're out of work, the harder it is to get a job. I was having a lot of interviews, like getting interviews, but then not getting past that stage, and you lose your confidence, and so you kind of lose that ability to be interviewed well. I was doing a lot of voluntary work, which I think a lot of people with disabilities do because it's something to fill the time. I was very lucky that someone actually wanted to give me a chance. At the start it was just 2 days a week, and it built up to 3, and then it built up to 4, and now it's going to be full time.
Rosie shuffles out of the driver door of a red hatchback, pivoting into her wheelchair.
I'm actually kind of advocating by accident while working, because people are learning that I can drive. Some people are saying, how has Rosie not had a job before? She's so great. So they're kind of learning that there is this kind of unconscious bias as well when it comes to, hiring. Work has helped me a lot with independence, not only with confidence, but also it's given me my own income. So now I've been able to tell Centrelink goodbye, which has been the best thing ever.
Rosie rolls into the tidy backyard of a ground floor flat, grinning.
I got enough money now to move out, so now I'm renting and living by myself in a 1-bedroom unit, and it's just been the greatest thing for my independence and self-esteem. I like the fact that I'm kind of like on the same level as my friends, because, you watch your friends get jobs and move out and start, adulting. So I kind of like that now that I'm doing that too, so I feel really good. I like living alone because I did try living with people. It's nice to be able to do your own thing and kind of have the house the way that you want it. It's freeing, it's independent.
Text. Act 3. Finding your mob. Rosie and 2 friends sit in her living room chatting.
I think I've got a really good, strong network and community. So I've got my friends that have disabilities. We have that connects us, and I think an understanding, we're all on the same page. I think no matter what disability you have, there's some sort of like connection and understanding there. I think it's really important for people to go and find their mob, find their people. I've got a fantastic family network and support. My mum and dad are really supportive and fantastic, and so are my brothers. And I've also got friends that I've met outside of the disability community that have also been really fantastic and really, really important to me. My favourite saying at the moment is life's long, slow down. So instead of just trying to do everything before you die, just do what makes you happy in that moment. Like, I'm so excited about finally getting full-time work and becoming an independent person. See the friends you want to see. Put yourself out there. Meet new people. Even though things can be scary and you can be unsure, things can, I think, get better with practice. And if you do put yourself out there, even though it's scary, some great things can happen and doors can open for you, and you won't regret it. Because you don't know where it's going to lead. Like, life is just bizarre, and one moment you can be jobless, don't know where your life's going. The next moment you've got a job and you're really busy. Things will happen. You just kind of got to be open to it and say, I think, yes to a lot of things.
Text. Do your thing. Text. Women with Disabilities Victoria. Empowering women.